Officials want to up real estate, personal property, and trash collection taxes to pay for a $36 million renovation.
So for a family with about a $200,000 home and a $15,000 car, that comes out to about $98 a year. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett joins us now in the studio tonight.
And Lindsay, how is that money expected to be used?
Well, tonight, students and staff hosted an open house to show off the design plans and what the current building looks like. Now, the hallways are cramped, floors are outdated, and the roof is leaking. Now, this building is more than 4 decades old, which is why students and parents are curious about what it could look like in the not-so-distant future. After 29 years, Spartan grad Shanda Johnson says not much has changed at Salem High.
The main areas are all exactly the same. Like, it's still the same carpet, same walls up in the upstairs hallway, the same lockers.
Jennifer Becker and her brother Tim are both grads. She says the school even smells the same.
No, it doesn't look any different.
Not for long. Designs for the first phase of the renovation include classroom additions in the front and back of the building. Next, crews would build a new secure main entrance, second-story library, and common area for students, with lockers, laptop charging stations, and comfortable seating. Finally, in Phase 3, imagine wider hallways, new carpeting and ceiling tiles, and upgrading existing classrooms. Other unique design features include bringing in more natural sunlight and building an enclosed courtyard.
I think it's awesome. I think it's nice that they're going to have, more light, a safe area for the kids to be outside, security.
Peggy Lavecchio's son is going to be a freshman this fall. Her only concern?
Is there going to be a lot of hammering and drilling and noise when they're trying to do class? That was the only thing I could think of. Hopefully that's not the case.
But students won't use trailers during construction. By working in phases, school officials can move teachers and students to the new additions before tackling renovations in the heart of the school. Johnson's 3 daughters will all be Spartans too. She's happy they're following in her footsteps, but she's more excited for the changes they'll see before they graduate.
I think it's great that they get to go to the school that I went to, that they actually get to come in and see something that I was part of. I think that's neat.
It is going to be years before any work will be finished. The goal is to start construction next year and finish Phase 1 by December 2021. But first, City Council has to approve the funding. Council is holding a public hearing on June 10th before voting whether or not to approve the tax hike. Live in the studio, I'm Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.